Right now, listen, you might not remember
No, I do.
Cthulhu Straub
I do.
emerging as though from a mist shroud.
Are we recording?
Ha! Yes! Yes!
Do
And
I
also, yes.
should I say it with more excitement?
No.
Would that provide
A
additional?
nutrient?
Yeah, like maybe people would buy it more like, huh? Are we recording?
Oh,
How?
shit!
Yeah.
Wow! All right.
Or let me also throw this at you.
Yeah.
How it degenerates in like a morning, like a radio show context, where it just becomes a sound you make. It's not actually the question. It's just a thing you have to say.
Oh,
Welcome everybody. Are we recording? Like it just shows
no,
up
yeah,
as part
exactly.
of a
Well,
phrase.
and this occurs even in long-term intimate relationships, where for a while I stopped doing it because ultimately I realized it. But Brennan would be like, "I love you," and I'd be like, "Meh."
Oh yeah,
That is, and it's like I was like, "What?" I mean, she knew that I meant "I love you," but at the same time, it's like if someone gives you "I love you" and then you respond with "Meh," which I think is like a bird sound
yeah.
or something.
It
It's
sounds like a confrontation. It's like a threat display.
it's insufficient in any case.
Well, it's insufficient to somebody who doesn't know. Because, like, I have adopted, this is my version of that. When asked to cheers a beverage, I refuse to say cheers. I say chirms. I say something like that. Say some sound.
Hey,
But if you don't know that, you think I'm being insincere. That's not true. I'm just tired of that word. We all know the word that comes with this ritual, but I'm not going to say the
now tell
word.
me. I have a question for you about this because this is I've been thinking about this a lot,
Hmm.
and that sounds very much. That sounds like something that is Jerry adjacent.
Yeah.
Is it like a compulsion, or I guess whatever the opposite of a compulsion be, like a reverse compulsion? You're not able to say the expected thing.
Yes. I
Okay,
mean,
because this is true for me. I have a really hard time doing the thing that I'm supposed to do.
yeah.
Like, and it's that you don't have to look much further than every grade school photograph.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I
No,
just can't do it. I cannot.
in my
Yeah.
mind,
Ugh.
it's an expected space and it's clear. I'm not going to do it when I'm giving a speech when nobody knows who I am and the word to say is cheers and I do not say that word. No, that is the time to use the right word. But when we all know what word's coming, this is a great time for me to not use it. This is a play space now.
Well, exactly. Like it's a festival atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anything goes.
Yeah. No rules, just right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, brought to you by Outback Steakhouse. Um,
Now
we'll
get
see what other.
that onion money.
Dude, Did you see? If I was to say ever roast, would you know what I meant?
I do, but only in the context of you having tweeted about it. But it is a weird brand concept to apply that to a meat. There's
For the
no,
for the reasons that I enunciate in the strip.
it's something you would say to a vendor, like, don't worry about refrigeration. Like, this meat's robust. It's not going bad. You don't
Oh,
tell that to the customer.
I see. It's like that language that's internal to a company but never meant to escape the bonds. For example, when they were talking about when they had that Fire phone from Amazon,
Yeah.
and they kept talking about delighters.
I don't remember this, but yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. So that's like the dev like UI
Yeah.
sort of UX terminology for something that users like.
Yeah. The idiot
Little
distractor.
animations, exactly. But delighters, I think, is in the same thing. And then when it escaped the bonds of the boardroom, like it took on a bizarre unlife.
Oh yeah, but like that's fun too because then like it's like you explaining brewing to me.
Oh,
Once there's depth, once there's like a terminology and there's nuance. Oh, I want to know more about the delighter. It's such a common device that you have to make a word for it. I want to
yes.
know
Yeah,
what
to
that is.
me,
Yeah.
yes. And I was talking about this in the post the other day because that jargon, I think of that jargon fundamentally as a type of compression,
Yes.
right? The idea that we can say more in a shorter amount of time with greater efficiency if we agree to certain forms of compression, conceptual compression.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Wah.
And we know
Exactly.
immediately.
Yeah.
In my mind, I've unpacked it.
Yeah. She's got the
The look, you
she's
know?
got the power. She's got the touch. No, that's why I love WinZip and the archival software. It's an incredible device. Allows you to store. We got over that 7-0 problem. you know, where you can create an infinitely sized archive file. It's done.
We beat it.
It's fine. It's good to go. You can zip or unzip anything you want
At will.
on your own home computer or PC or mobile device.
God, I remember I compressed, I had like ripped a CD, like the big wave. You know how big those fucking things were?
Oh, yeah.
And then I had, back then there was like a manual compression. You'd run the MP3 compressor. Fucking basically. And then it took like a super ass long time. And then it was like 3 megs. And I was like, how the fuck is this possible?
This is amazing.
What the fuck is this?
You want to know what really upset me? Because you want to believe. Okay, no, it's good. It'll really spoil your day.
Next topic.
There was I mean, when I had first encountered that stuff, it was like, oh, that makes sense. You'd want to compress it. Yeah, I got more room for more stuff. But I bought in college. It was like the year probably '98. But they had like was it a gigabyte? It might have been a terabyte. Because I remember it was significant at the time where I was like, this is insane. Maybe it was 500. But it was a tape drive. Cybex made it, or Cybex?
Oh, yeah,
but
sure.
they made a tape drive. It was like the zip drive equivalent.
Yeah, but larger, but not a mere 100 megs.
No. And I thought, this is perfect. Because I could put my music, my recordings on there that I'm recording.
Yeah,
because I had like a huge WAV file that I don't want to keep on my drive. I would put it on there, save it, pull it off, and the waveform's got these peaks all over it, these little spikes, and like little all over. I did not put those in there. I could save any, like text files are fine, any other format's fine. Waveforms would get fucked up. And I'm like, this is worthless, you know?
I can't even
imagine.
Why
is it not 1-to-1?
No, God, I can't even imagine. Like, I can picture, you must have been so mad. Like every now and then, like I've never actually seen you what I would call angry, like in real life, but occasionally you will tweet and I will be like, I think this is angry, Chris.
Yeah.
Like you'll tweet about Flash.
Oh, yeah. There's problems in Flash. Then they changed the name to Animate. Didn't fix any problems. But like those bugs have been in there for like a decade. And I know people have seen them other than me.
Just the job stealer bugs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't they work on it? Because it's a dead platform. That's fine.
Sure. Crass, but everybody hates Flash.
No.
Now, Chris Straub.
These are worthless. No humor whatsoever. Not presentable on 3 panels.
I have got an entreaty. Let's create together. Let's create together as we once did. Isn't it funny?
Back in the day.
I was talking to you about this on the phone. Isn't it like we finally found a project that we could do together? And it's the C team.
And I can't even
and
actually
it's like 3
do
fucking
it with
hours, like solid.
Oh, yeah. It's the actual time where like we could record, we do this other stuff. How can we make that time? We had to. This is the time now.
No,
it's
exactly.
3 entire hours.
It has, but it has to function in real time.
Yes.
Right. The time, like the ROI when you think about it, like in terms of like time spent to like content created, you can't beat the fucking ratio.
No, that's why that like a podcast or any kind of recording, like unedited, has always been appealing to me. Because it's 1-to-1. We're not working for 3 hours so that everybody can enjoy 2 minutes.
Well, exactly. That's like a still or something, right? We're not fucking boiling all these grains into this syrup so we can get this tiny bit of
go to hell.
Up liquid.
I want to drink all this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly.
eat all these grains.
There has to be a way. It's like there has to be a better way.
There wasn't. We're gonna sit down. You're gonna drink 5 gallons of water.
And that's
you're
what's
gonna
up.
Eat a bunch of barley.
Yeah, you drink a bunch of sweet water.
Yeah,
that's what's going on. Now,
eat that wad of yeast. Chomp it.
There is a yeast cake. I mean, this is a real. You'll see
absolutely.
it because as soon as we're done here, I got to go do the brewing show, and there is a legit yeast cake, son.
Nothing displeases me more.
It's down in the it's down in the bottom. It's just this crust.
Oh God, yeah, keep it down there. Yeah, you don't get seen. I don't want to look at that.
No, but hey, what do we want to do a strip about? I had told you about something that I thought was amusement.
Oh yeah,
amusement.
We could do like an in-universe C team.
Yeah, because you are the creator of the C team art.
That's true. It would fit right in.
Right.
And it's the least amount of time for me.
Yeah,
I just stick it on
exactly.
there.
Talk about ROI.
Although I'll tell you something about that. So I'm working on the
Hierarch.
no, not that. We could talk about that at length too. But the live game, the wrap up,
Yeah,
the intro animation for West.
C team or
Uh,
A team, I
yeah, for
guess.
the A team, and seeing what Z Bashu has done
Oh,
with
has it
his
fucked you up?
backgrounds, I'm like, I gotta step this up. I gotta do better than this. So I've started to like plot them out. I'm like, okay, it's built for maximum reuse. These look good. I won't be disappointed in them in 6 months. We can go back. I got that Time War
Oh,
temple.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got
See,
that, you know.
that's why he and I worked when we did the recap video. Which my branding on these is Z caps. I mean, you tell me if you think that's appropriate.
No, I think that's good.
It doesn't
It sounds
100%
like a
parse.
anti-zombie
Yeah,
medicine.
but the basic hook there was to create a point of view character that could be infinitely reused.
Oh
And so
yeah,
once we had done the first one, he would have enough frames and
you can just drop it
takes. And so I
in.
have a bunch of other audio and a bunch of other sounds.
Yeah.
So now there's nothing he can't do with this character in the future. Right? He has all the bones
The, s-
and they're all in the right place.
the sky's the limit.
Right. Um, but yeah, we could do test C teams.
Well, let's see.
But
Yeah,
but
there are other avenues, absolutely.
well, but the other thing that I thought was funny because I was telling you about like listening to the regular news try to explain like esports.
I haven't, you mentioned this before too to me, and I haven't spent any time in that realm.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely fascinating. Even the act of the knowledgeable commentators I'm interested in, although it sounds like any other sport to me. But yeah, once you get to the local news level where it's like these kids are playing games
Yeah,
in
exactly.
front of other people.
Well,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
they don't know
but,
any of it.
But the conversation was just like, now, could we play this game together? And it's like, that's the most fundamental.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't be able to play it if the other people weren't there.
So, but you're not taking turns.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's like, and we'd be able to talk to each other in this far realm.
Do I have to be on the phone?
Yeah, exactly.
How many hands does this require?
But no, for me, when I was listening to them do this, I was just sort of like, no, do you have your regular penis? Or is it just like, I mean, what kind of penis do you have? Like, it's just they don't know how to map, like, they don't know how to map things correctly.
Right, and they're worried about, they got to stake out what concerns them the most.
Yeah, exactly. But somehow it would be revealed in the questions they're asking about this.
That's like the primary concern.
Exactly.
Did you actually did you end up doing that strip?
No, I'm saying I'm throwing all
Oh,
these out
God,
as
yeah.
content
All
possibilities.
right, that's the strong one right now.
Yeah. I feel like we could jump in on that and make something good.
Oh God, what would they be? Yeah, I mean, definitely he's going to worry about that. What happens to his penis?
Yeah, exactly.
But where does mine go? While I'm playing, where is it?
It's the same. It's the same penis that you had before. This is.
But
you
in
didn't really
the
have a
game,
penis
but
in
where's
the
it
game.
in the game?
I understand. I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that.
I see a lot of these customizations. Can other people customize my penis? I don't want that to happen. Please leave me alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I create is there like a gentleman's agreement or maybe some sort of like a software block so that people are not going to alter the coloration,
yeah,
dimension,
yeah, exactly. Volume.
the volume? Listen, I have a certain amount of blood in my body. I've read it's 8 pints.
I'm worried about it.
If the body size changes, where's the blood going to go? I don't want to bleed, and I don't want to have too little blood. Both problems. It's
Neither
a
one.
delicate balance.
Yeah, exactly.
Have your developers accounted for this?
Yeah.
You know what? That's stuff you'd probably take care of before you launch the game, I would imagine.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be one of those strips where it just kind of spins out of control.
Yeah. There's 3 panels to work in. You can't see. This is my objective would be like, oh no, it's too good. It's got to go 6. I
Yeah.
can wring everything
No, it's
out
the
of
problem
it.
exactly. So what we need to do is find the spire. Like we need to find sort of like the lancet that sort of goes through all these concepts.
I think it has to happen early on. I mean, it's like he interrupts
Exactly,
the
so
guy
that-
first
exactly.
panel. Yeah. Like we're talking to a guy. God, how would he phrase it? It's like
Because the first guy doesn't understand it much better, but he's there at least. right?
Oh, he's the guy on the scene?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he doesn't have solid answers for that.
Yeah, we check in with so and so in the amphitheater in the
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
theater where it's happening. I'm here at the center of the action, quote unquote action. What are they doing? Uh they're all looking at screens separately, but somehow together.
I've got a question. This is something we've been talking about here in the studio.
In the newsroom.
I got a question. This has been something we've been
to
talking. This is something we've been talking about in the newsroom a lot. No, something we've been talking about, or something I've been talking about. Is it just down to him? I've just been talking about this a lot, like for a long time.
I don't know what's funnier. He's like, I've been talking about this at work and at home. I lay awake at night, sweating.
This is something. This is something I've been talking about in the newsroom and at home. And at home.
What kind of?
Yeah, exactly. What happens in the game? In the game now.
In these games, yeah, in the game now.
No, in these games, in the game now. What happens to your pee-pee? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't follow.
I don't. Yeah.
We might be getting some cross signals from the games behind me.
Yeah, I don't understand what you said. I couldn't possibly have understood what you said.
I couldn't possibly.
I couldn't
Like,
possibly.
I don't want to get fired.
Yeah,
if I
exactly.
get it wrong.
I couldn't possibly have understood what you said.
Did you use the
We might
term-
be getting some cross signals from these teens. From all these teens.
these teens and their rays? Did you use the word peepee?
I mean, it's.
I like peepee. I just want to make sure that he.
No, I
repeats it.
used pee-pee. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
he
yeah.
thinks it's a polite term.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. He thinks this is a news-ready term. I'm at the center of the eSports action, the quote-unquote action. They're all looking at screens separately, but somehow together. I've got questions. This is something I've been talking about in the newsroom and at home. In these games, in the game now, what happens to your pee-pee? I couldn't possibly have understood what you said. We might be getting some cross signals from all these teens.
Now your peepee, is it the same,
I'm asking if it's the same pee-pee or if it's a different pee-pee.
or when you're in the game, is it changed for the game? Does it change for gameplay?
No, I'm asking if it's the same pee-pee or a different pee-pee that you have.
That you have.
Like,
It's like a 3-year-old.
is it a game pee-pee or like a regular one? Man, I don't like just
It's
how
like
he
saw-
responds
he
to
saw
this.
an ad somewhere.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
he got
I'm
all
asking if it's
nervous
the same pee-pee in there or a different pee-pee that
on
you
the
have.
screen.
Yeah, the screen one.
The screen one.
Is there anything different about it?
Is there? Can you?
Is it no the screen one? Is it 1-to-1?
Would he even know that?
Yeah.
And then like is the turn like is the third panel? It's like I've been here a while. I haven't seen any peepees on any of these screens or these characters, and then like that inspires more panic in him, where he's like, I haven't done that. Can you get back to us? Could we find out? Can we get that resolved?
Yeah, you're an investigative reporter.
You've been
Steve.
you've been in there all morning. What the fuck have you been doing?
You've been there all morning, Steve. The fuck have you? Like, this is the only thing that's important to him. You've been there all morning, Steve. What the fuck have you?
What kind of questions have you been asking?
I've been here a while. I haven't seen any peepees. I haven't seen any, peepees. No, I haven't seen any peepees. Here,
Yeah, what's the
Here we go. I have it. I feel like you end it with "What the fuck are you doing?" Like he's so mad.
Oh yeah,
Here,
no.
I'm here at the center of the esports action, the quote unquote action. They're all looking at screens separately, but somehow together. I've got questions. He's got to fucking elbow his way in there.
Right.
This is something I've been talking about.
Tom here in the newsroom.
Yeah,
If you're
exactly.
there, Steve, listen.
Tom, Tom here. I've got questions. This is something I've been talking about in the newsroom and at home. In these games, in the game now, what happens to your pee-pee? I couldn't possibly have understood what you said. We might be getting some cross signals from these teens. I'm asking if it's the same pee-pee in there or a different pee-pee that you have. The screen one, is it 1-to-1? I've been here. I've been here a while. I haven't seen any pee-pees.
Oh no.
You've been there all morning, Steve. What the fuck are you doing? I like it.
Yeah.
But when I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's wetter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release. Get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray. And yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin splayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.